and welcome back to the Walk Cook Walk outdoor cooking channel. Sorry for audio straight away, I'm going to say it. I haven't been able to find the replacement dongle, so sadly we've just got a normal audio. So if we do catch a bit of wind, it's going to be noisy. I do apologise for that. There is literally nothing I can do about that. It's looking a bit damp out. We're going to get some rain, I'm told. So I've brought the tarp. We're going to set it up, and even if we don't use it, at least we'll stay dry if it does rain. You're right. And yeah, so like I say, the dongle's broken. I haven't been able to find the other one, so I've got to buy some more. Not the dongle, the attachment to fit it to the iPhone. It's bloody annoying, to be honest, because they're so flimsy, and I'm a dumbass, so I sit down with it in my pocket, which then bends the dongle. Surely there's got to be another way, you know? There's got to be a better way than having some flipping dongles sticking out the bottom. Maybe the more expensive ones don't have that. I think mine was about 15 quid. So yeah, I mean, I've looked at some of them, eye-watering amounts, man. I'm not about that. I'm not about spending loads of money on stuff. But yeah, a busy time of year, man. Just trying to get everything sorted, you know, for Christmas, and the stress of it all, being a one-man army and all that, because there's just me doing it. So the build up of it is very stressful, but then once it's all done, it's like, yeah, I love this, you know, cracking a beer at midday and no one batting an eyelid. That's what it's all about. So the votes are in. People wanted the mess tin madness, so that's what you're gonna get. And today I'm gonna cook a flipping lasagna in a mess tin. So I managed to do it with a baked potato or a jacket potato, whatever you want to call it. Managed to do it with that, and yeah, it worked pretty well. It certainly got the result. Now, they were pre-cooked though, so sort of cheating. They're the ones that you buy pre-cooked and you're supposed to microwave them, but they're about 15 minutes in the mess tin with a bit of a... Oh no, I didn't put the parchment paper on that, did I? I learned that lesson then to do it when I did the meatloaf in the mess tin. So yeah, lasagna today. I'm going to try and make my own white sauce. I have been on the YouTube and looked at a couple of people's recipes for it. Just short videos. It looks pretty simple, to be honest, but whether or not we get the result is a different story altogether, isn't it? Now, I couldn't find my whisk. I'm a little bit annoyed about that, because ideally could have really done with the whisk. Not really going far today. I haven't really got it in me. You know, it was like the kids being off and that, and everything, everywhere was closed for a couple of days, just kind of hibernated. I mean, I was out on Wednesday, but unfortunately the flipping live video I did, it didn't even work. So literally like a whole 20 minutes of cooking, or however long me talking through it as I was going, preparing it, getting invaded by the dogs, none of it was recorded. You saw a little glimpse of it on the part that was sped up for the time-lapse part, but we literally lost the actual cooking thing because for some reason it cut off. Now, I didn't realise, like a bit of a numpty, I didn't realise that there was nobody coming in to watch it. Now, normally you get people coming in just because they're curious, and then they leave, so there was no numbers going up or down. It stayed at 0 for a while, and I didn't kind of twig that there was something wrong. Because what I should have done is restarted the live, because I think if you have a small lapse of connection for whatever reason, bloody hell, where's all these flies come from? Get gone. Yeah, for whatever reason, I think it just completely nulls the whole live. So what I should have done is restarted it, but I didn't think. Oh, yeah, you're right. So hopefully this time when we start the live and get cooking, it's not going to be, you know, cut out, and then I'm going to be sat there talking to a flipping camera for absolutely no reason. And yeah, the dogs anyway, the dogs that we got invaded by, there was, I think one was called Hugh, and she was like, the lady was like, oh, if you've got sausages, he is there. And this dog was persistent, even though his owner was saying, come here, you, come here. And she got him by the collar eventually. I'm there with like coffee in one hand so they didn't knock it over, sandwich in the other, about ready to dip it into this flipping egg. Oh, it was fun. Either way, it was fun, and I did get out. It was a little annoying that I didn't get the footage though. But you know, that's life. That's how it goes, unfortunately. But we'll try again. I will do another Monte Cristo sandwich, just so you can actually see it being made and actually being done. It's a really quick one, so I don't think I'd do it for a proper episode. Like, this is episode 31 now, so that's like 6 months I've been doing this. It still feels relatively new, and we've learned a lot. There has been a lot of learning. Right now I'm really warm, but I know in a bit I'm going to be cold. Guess what as well? I've got flipping trousers on, guys. I've put my flipping trousers on. I'm just sick of sitting there being cold. Now normally if you're wearing shorts and you're walking around, it's perfectly fine, you know, but a couple of times I've got back and I've been so cold, even after like riding home or walking back, that it's taken me a while to warm back up. So I'm just donning some trousers, sod it. The legs will be back out in the spring for sure, unless we obviously get a really warm time of it. The sun comes out and it's like flipping above 10 degrees. We'll be getting that sorted. Right, anyway, I'm going to cross this road now, so I'm going to switch this camera off and I'll be back in a second. Always pay attention when crossing the road. Your life kind of depends on it. There's nothing in the world that's worth more than your life or your time, because time is, you know, elapsing. You've only got a limited amount of it. So my theory is I've done my job now for the most part, bringing the kids up to the point where, you know, they're able to look after themselves. If I wasn't there for a day, I know for a fact they'd survive. Survive, that sounded a bit negligent, didn't it? I know for a fact that they'd be all right, you know. There's older ones, younger ones, and they can all look after each other, and you know, the older ones do the most though. So yeah, right then. So we're going to be heading into this bit of woodland here. Now there is signposts up saying no trespassing, but there's no fence stopping me further round. So whether there's a fence further up and in, I'm not sure, or whether that land actually belongs to them, or whether they're really old signs and it doesn't belong to anyone, I don't know. But like I say, there's no fence, so it'll just be like, oh, I seem to have wandered onto your property, I'm very sorry. Would you like some food? It is all I can offer you. Now it's actually a lot more visible in there than it was when me and Reg went in there the first time. It was actually very covered, simply because there was just tons of foliage. Now all the leaves have died off. I might have to go further in to not be spotted, although there's someone walking over the field down there, so I'm going to get spotted going in anyway. But you know, I don't give a shit. It's more the landowner coming and turfing me off that's the problem. But I think it's owned by an electricity company, so the chances of them coming, you know, here to have a look at what some dude's doing, it's quite slim, methinks. And I might be tucked out of the way anyway. I think we went behind some holly bushes in here anyway. I'll show you where we're going. Now when we did come through here last, there was bits of rubbish and stuff. Oh, there's like a tent there, which I didn't have any provisions to take away. So this is where we were last time. Set up right about here, I reckon. I think we were. You know what, it's been so bloody long I can't remember. Well, that's where we're going to set up anyway. We're going to go from this tree to that tree with the tarp, or I might do it from that tree to that big mama, just so we'll figure it out anyway. But first of all, I'm going to drop this bag off and get set up. See, this is the power station. It's over here, look. You can't just see it. There's no harm in having a wander as well. You never know what you might find. You might find a bit of a better place. There's nowhere as open as the part we were in last time, so I think that's us. Right, let's get set up. I've only just got here and a little robin's come to visit me. And he's just had a poo. Good lad. Come on then, you'll go now. Give us a little song. Again, hopefully the audio isn't too shit. There's nothing I can do about it. I've tried to block off the wind from where I'm going to be cooking, but you're clutching at straws to try and get perfect conditions when you're outdoors. So, you know, you just got to kind of make the best of it and rock and roll, really. Now here's the question, did I bring everything that should be in here? It's looking like it. So I'm going to be using the Trangia triangle and the base to the Trangia mini, because I want to be boiling the water to soften the pasta sheets. I always pre-cook them slightly, not to like super floppy, but just ever so slightly pre-cook them. Always have done, so I will continue to do things the way I always do it, regardless of what the masses may say. I march to my own beat, as you very well probably know by now. I do not follow. I am not a sheep. I do things my own way, in my own time, as I please. I'm going to be using the gas burner today for regulating the temperature of the lasagna. Did I already tell you I'm doing a lasagna? Yeah, I did. Of course I did. And if I didn't, I'm doing a lasagna. Which is nice. So if I get everything prepped ready, because we're going to be going live, and hopefully this time we'll actually get alive. Unlike the last one, which was annoying, but you know, it's such is life. Is that going on, or am I tripping out? It's got to be lefty loosey righty tighty, hasn't it? That is just, yeah, that's the way of the world, isn't it? If it's not lefty loosey righty tighty, what on earth is going on? So that's going to sit there like so. I'm going to be using this with a meth burner or spirit burner. I'm try and keep all of my belongings together. Now it's not actually that cold today. I've put flipping trousers on and it's not actually that cold. Typical, isn't it? Let's just quickly stop that. Current temperature.
It's 6 degrees.
6 degrees, so it's actually cooler than it was last time, but it doesn't feel it. But after sitting here still for quite a while, it's definitely going to make a bit of a difference, isn't it? That is the difference. So I bought a spare burner as well, just in case we do need to flip it over, kind of thing. We did have a little robin. I think he's singing now. I was whistling to him, but he was just like staring at me, doing nothing. The robin that we saw on Wednesday, he was tweeting away. He was probably calling me a twat, but you know, I can't speak robin, so I'm not offended. Bit of top up fuel for that. Like I say, I'm going to be using one mess tin to heat the pasta in. Actually, come to think of it, I'm not going to fit one of those pasta sheets in there, am I? Got flipping dog hairs and all sorts in there. Let's have a quick look how big these pasta sheets are. Oh, he's over there, look. It'd be cool if he came onto the shot, wouldn't it? But I don't think he's gonna. Probably gonna come and try and nick something. I've got my trail cam to set up as well. Oh, do you know what that does? That fits in there almost perfectly. But I'm gonna have to break the corners off to do it, to fit it in. Because I plan to do it in the smaller one, because I'll be using the other one to take any other ingredients home. I'm not going to make a massive lasagna whilst out, although I could. Should I? To be fair, I'm going to be making the sauces in that, so it's probably not the best idea. Now I do have a backup plan. I am going to try and make my own, I don't know what it's called, white sauce. It's got a chalanet, something like that. It's got its own name anyway. I was going to try and make something. I'm going to try and make my own. See how it tastes. If it tastes shit, I'm going to cheat and use that. I'm going to make my own red sauce because they're easy. It's just carton of passata, herbs, spices, whatever you want in there. Get it in. Job's a good one. We're not going for authenticity. We're going for what's going to taste nice. Right, so I think we're going to do about 3 layers. Maybe 3 layers. We'll see. We shall see. Right, I've got a trash pile somewhere. I know it's a little bit wasteful, but some little flakes of pasta. So I'm going to do 3 layers. So we need 3 layers is 2 sheets, is that right? I don't know why I'm asking you. This is a recording. Sort of talking myself through it. Because I get these flipping ideas. Oh, I'll bust it. I bust it. You know what? I'm just going to cook them with it. 20-second rule, 30-second rule, 80-second rule, whatever. I'll make the rules. I make my own rules. Pity the fool that follows the rules. Just talking shit now, sorry. Been cooped up with kids all flipping Christmas, man. What do you expect? Send anyone a bit flipping doolally. Right then, they can get lobbed in after, so they're good to go really. Need a bit of water in there to heat these up. Gonna boil the water first, then we'll switch to the live. It's pointless me boiling water on a live because it's just boring, man. Just boring. Might as well bore you guys instead of the people on the live. Never put this knife back in the right way. It's always the wrong way. Always the wrong way. The only problem about this chair, I love it because it's lightweight, it's really good support, it's just not long enough for my knees. It's the only downside to it. But it is light. So a little bit of water in there, just to soften these pasta sheets. It's going to take a moment or two for that to heat up anyway. How well does that fit on there? Pretty well. I can live with that. We've got a bit of salt for the water. I like my salt. And let's crack a beer. I couldn't find my drinking horn. I couldn't find my drinking horn, so I bought a glass today. Drinking horn's probably lighter. Glass more effective, I suppose. Holds more. Doesn't fizz up when I put it in. Ooh, misses. But yeah, I've been drinking plenty of beer. Oh, I'll tell you what I've bought as well. I bought my hip flask. It's got a bit of bourbon in it. Buffalo Trace bourbon. And the hip flask says on it, if you can't be happy, at least you can be drunk. I nailed pretty much a whole bottle of mead last night, and it did beat me up a little bit this morning. Why is bourbon so nice? Some people frown upon it. You can get away from warming my beer up, bro. That needs the shield on it, doesn't it? Bring them over here. Out the way. Needs to go that way, doesn't it? And then this needs to come round here and here. Ooh, shit. Now, those little prong things can fit in between these gaps, like so, and that will lock it in, sort of, to a degree anyway. Efficiency. Yeah, so we're going to soften up the pasta sheets first, but I haven't got 45 minutes to mess about with baking this in an oven, so we're going to be doing it my way. As always, my way or the highway. Beer. Yes, beer. Now the field's quite muddy, so hopefully there won't be as many people passing through. And this isn't the normal trodden path. It does get walked. Dog walkers walk the perimeter of the field there, but I'm kind of blocked off by a holly bush there and there, quite a big thicket of olive bushes. Yeah, all good. We're all cushy. Canopy just in canopy. Tarp just in case it rains. And like I say, I'm going to try and make my own white sauce, but there's every possibility that it's going to fail terribly. And if it does, it does, you know. But first of all, we're going to get the pasta heated up, switch over to the live, start cooking the actual sauce, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. Now, I'm not quite sure how much sauce in volume it's going to create, so it's going to be a bit hit and miss, really. And we're going to have to end up putting it in some of these pots. So that's the flour. That's the spices for the white sauce, because I'm putting loads of random stuff in it. Now, I've only got mozzarella. You're supposed to use cheddar to top it off with, but I've only got mozzarella. I thought I had cheese, you know, but yeah, Christmas is just mental at my house. It really is. So yeah, my trail camera was still there, which was good. I was pretty happy about that. We're going to set it up in here. I could probably do that while that's heating that water up, actually. Yeah, let's go set that up somewhere. Let's go and have a quick wander, get this sorted out. That'll be fine on its own. It's not doing any harm, just boiling the water away. Is it even raining? I'm not sure. Oh, a couple of spots on there. A couple of spots. It's spitting. Alright, let's go and have a butcher's at where we're going to put this. Oh, sorry. Nearly took it out. Flipping heck. That could be a really good spot on here, if I can fashion it to it. It's kind of angled that it's going to get this whole area. Although, sorry, a bit of a tipped cam then, wasn't it? Problem I've got with that is it's really close to the entrance. I mean, no matter where I put it, I'm gonna be panicking, worrying about it flipping, getting spotted and stuff. But I'm thinking over there, it might be the best bet. There's always that possibility that somebody will spot it. That's the thing. Now, me, I'm an inquisitive creature. I will go and investigate things, and you know, if I see something, I'll be like, "Oh, what's that?" and I'll go and check it out. It's nicer a bit further back here. Sorry, tit cam again. I think we're going to set it up against this tree because the area in front of it is checking twigs out now. This has already got the next year's leaves coming through, and it is starting to rain. I think this will be alright here. I need to faff around with the settings in a bit as well, because it wasn't giving me any night vision footage. I need something behind it, don't I, to kind of pack it out so that it leans forward ever so slightly. And that's a trick I've learned from a YouTuber called Still Rambling. He goes out with trail cams, does wild camping, all that kind of jazz, all the stuff I like watching. And he does cook outdoors as well. Some pretty good nosh. So I saw him one time attaching a stick to the back of it to give him the angle that he required. But holding it in place with one hand and putting that loop on is a pain in the backside. I don't want to be touching that new growth, because that needs to be there really. How's that? That looks alright, doesn't it? Let's clamp that off. And then wrap the rest of it around. Nice and snug. So we're not going to be going anywhere anytime soon without proper authorization from me. Yellow helicopter. Okay, so that's that set up. We just need to come and turn it on in a bit, and job's a good one. See how this water's doing. Oh yes, we got bubbles. We has got the bubbles. And the flames licking around the outside as well. Oh, well, I do hope that you've all had a fantastic Christmas holiday, or just time away from work, or whatever it is that you've been doing. I hope you've been having a lot of fun whilst doing it. Might put the simmer ring on, because that's a bit crazy, isn't it? It's like sort of wasting fuel, as it's just licking around the outside, and it's not really doing a great deal to bring it to the boil, is it, if it's all doing that? Right, I'm going to put my jacket on. I'm not cold yet, but I'm starting to feel it. My hands are getting a little bit cooler. I just took it off because so the sweat from the walk could dry up a little bit out of my clothes, so that I'm not sat here in sweat getting even colder, because I don't like being cold. I've come to realise I don't like being cold. You can actually see my breath, and it's only 6 degrees. I mean, we've had quite a mild winter, to be honest. It's not been that bad at all in the UK. Well, not in the East Midlands anyway. I'm sure places like Scotland have had snow. I bet Wales have had some snow. It wouldn't even surprise me if Ireland has had some snow. They seem to get everything before we do, don't they? What's that there? Oh, it's the little bush that I had to dodge, or try and dodge. Just drinking some Tiny Rebel Club Tropica. I have actually put together on my other channel a clone of one of their other beers called Kutch, CWTCH. It's a Welsh red ale, and it is absolutely amazing. Now, I don't know how my all grain clone is going to come out. I'm using the same hops, which is Centennial and Mosaic. But anyway, there'll be more about that on the Fermented World channel. I can see some bubbles are rising, so we might be about ready to start dipping the pasta in. Bum, bum. And I remembered a bowl plate thing today. I remembered. I don't actually think I forgot anything. I think I remembered it all, which for me is very, very good. Very good indeed. What else we got? That's the cheese. Oil, milk, butter. That's the spices for the red sauce. Herbs and spices for my red sauce. We've got all sorts in there. It's got garlic, mixed herbs, or Italian herbs, whatever you want to call it. Onion powder. Hello, Mr. Robin. Saw you out the corner of my eye. You're going to come say hello. Is he in the shot there? I can't see. I think he is. I really hope you can see him. Unfortunately, mate, I haven't got anything that I can give you. I need to start carrying a bag of seed, don't I? Or some mealworms. He's like, I don't know what you're doing, but I don't like it. You're on my patch, boy. You're on my patch. Right, we're going to switch over now to the live. Fingers crossed it bloody works this time and doesn't die out. There's every possibility it will. Maybe YouTube just doesn't like me. Maybe the algorithm's like, bugger that dude. Nearly swore then. Nearly swore. Yeah, so we're going to get started anyway on the live. So I'm going to go set the camera up, switch the other camera out so that there's a itchy eye. So that there's a, he's really close now. He's literally, I could probably spit on him. Where's my other camera? Oh, he's gone. No, he's behind the camera now. Very inquisitive creatures. Oh, he's over there now. Unfortunately, this camera's not as good. Right then, so yeah, I'm going to say we're ready to rock and roll, and we'll start trying to get this put together. So I'm going to end here, and we'll be back with, well, you'll see the sped up version of stuff, and we're going to cook a lasagna in a flipping mess tin. The end of the live. Just got to finish this lasagna, which it's pretty nice. Now, I'm always my own worst critic with everything I do. I'm the person who will criticize myself all the time because I don't think you can be so complacent and think you've got it right every time. Oh, that's a bit there. It was a bit too salty, but I've never done my own lasagna sauces before, and flavour wise it's good, but it's just a bit too salty. So other than that, it's a bit of a win. I've had this burning to try and keep my flipping hands warm because it's bloody cold. And I think the trousers have helped a lot, not gonna lie. I think the trousers really helped. Okay, you're not gonna get your cheese nice and crispy on top, but you know, such is life. Mine's got a bit of spice to it as well, because it's got cayenne pepper and some chipotle. Yep. done and dusted. I'm gonna finish scoffing this, drink my other beer, get tidied up, make sure we've got everything, because we don't leave any rubbish behind, leave no trace, all that jazz, and try warm my hands up. Can't remember where I put the windshield. That'd help. It'd stop the flames from flapping around as much. Now the heat comes straight up. Righto, I am going to get gone. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching this video. It's a bit dark now for me to do an outro, but if I can figure out a way of doing one, then I most certainly will. Yeah. Okie dokie, we are done. I left my light that I attached to the selfie stick at home by accident, so I did actually forget something, even though I thought that I'd not forgotten anything. One last little scout around, make sure we've not left anything. I've thrown the stick that I used. Let's have a little switch around so you can see what's popping off. That might actually work. So I can see where I'm going and I can see the ground. But now you can't see me, so you need that one up. Yeah, just attach it to the end of the selfie stick. One last look around. We've left no trace at all. Bit of trodden down leaves. That's it. I'm just going to go and quickly set up the trail camera. If I can find it. And hopefully that'll, oh, something's got me. That'll sort us out for the footage. It should be as simple as just switching it on. I'm assuming the angle's good. It looks like it will be. So we shall go from there. It's switched on. Looking pretty cool. All perched and ready to rock and roll. Capture some wildlife footage. Hopefully a bit better than the last time, because last time was a bit disappointing. Probably going to not have that on there. Probably just going to hold it so that I can see where I'm going. But yeah, a reasonably good cookout. I enjoyed it. It's good, always good to get out. It was a little bit salty, I'm not gonna lie, but again, you know, I've never done my own lasagna sauces, so I made a white sauce and the red sauce, and you know what, pretty damn good. Again, both very, very salty, but you know, it's not a failure if you learn something. That's how I see things. You know, you've not failed if you've learned, because you're still taking something away from it, aren't you? Thanks for everyone who joined the live. Thanks to everyone who, you know, supports the channel and comes and has a chat and drops a comment and whatnot. You know, I like engaging with people. I do try and respond to all the comments. But anywho, let's get this lantern going off into the distance. And I'll see you guys Wednesday when I go back to collect the trail cam. So I've just done the length of that a few times because I forgot to press record while I was walking away from it. So I got back and I was like, oh, it's not even recorded. Oh, go do it again. Hopefully it looked all right. If not, sorry, but it was the best I could do with the lighting. I did start trying to get out a bit earlier just to not be let down by the inability to do the outros, but you know, maybe the lantern going off into the distance is all right. If not, tough shit, because that's what you got. I'll catch you later, guys. See you soon.